What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Nacho Wrestling, and Saturday, February 1st, aka the date of the Royal Rumble, is right around the corner. And with that being said, what better way to celebrate the Royal Rumble than, of course, taking a look at the matches on the card and predicting who I think is going to win the matches and who I think is going to be the Final Four in the Royal Rumble, and of course, who's going to walk away with that main event spot at WrestleMania, or if they choose to fight for the World Heavyweight Championship, a mid-card spot main event at WrestleMania. So be sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe button, and hit the bell to stay up to date on all things Nacho Wrestling. And if this is your first time watching a Nacho Wrestling video, why don't you consider hitting the subscribe button? I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers, and your help would be greatly appreciated. First up, we have the 2 out of 3 falls match for the SmackDown Tag Titles. I know they're not called that anymore. They're called the World Tag Team Titles, or the WWE Tag Team Titles. It is DIY defending their tag titles against the Motor City Machine Guns, like I said, in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And in this one, I have the Motor City Machine Guns getting the win. It's the first time the tag titles have been defended on a WWE PLE since WrestleMania 40, I think. I think that's a genuine statistic. I'll look that up and put it in the video, like right here or something like that. But yeah, they have not been defended on a PLE in a long time. I think the only reason that they're being defended on this PLE is because they need to pad some time, and Triple H isn't going to book 2 women's matches on the show. Get the fuck out of here. He's only going to book 1, and that's the Women's Rumble match, which we'll talk about. But of course, he needs to fill some time, and what better way to fill some time than have 4 fast little guys go out there and put on a banger in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Like I said, I have Motor City Machine Guns getting the win, and I'm going to put like 3 confidence points on it. I'm pretty confident that the Motor City Machine Guns are going to win. Next up, we have the ladder war or ladder match for the WWE Undisputed Championship. We have Cody Rhodes defending his belt against Kevin Owens, who is, I guess, defending his replica title that he stole from Cody Rhodes. They're both bringing a belt into this match, so they're going to have to they're going to have to grab that giant gold thing that holds the 2 belts now. I have Cody Rhodes winning. That's a safe bet. I'm going to put all 4 of my confidence points on that, which I've realized I did not explain what confidence points are. There's something I'm borrowing from Going in Raw. Confidence points are simply how confident I feel in the match. 4 obviously being the most confident, 1 obviously being the least confident, and yeah, pretty simple. All that being said, I have Cody Rhodes getting the win in this ladder match. I know I've been spouting my love for Kevin Owens in recent videos and saying that I'd love it if Kevin got the win in this match, but it's sadly not going to happen. We all know it's not going to happen. Cody Rhodes is walking into WrestleMania this year, at least this year, as WWE champion. Will he be walking out as champion? That's a whole another story to talk about when we get there. Next up, we have the Women's Rumble match. And for the 2 Rumble matches, before I talk about them, I'm going to try and predict the Final 4, and then I'm going to try and predict the winner, just so that, in all honesty, this video has a little more runtime than like 5 minutes. For the Women's Rumble match, I do genuinely see Nia Jax getting a spot in the Final 4. She's had a great year. She held that women's title and added some legitimate prestige to it. And that story with Tiffany Stratton of the will she, won't she, with the Money in the Bank briefcase was annoying at times, but thanks to the great work of Nia Jax along with Tiffany Stratton, it was of course pulled off to perfection. So I think Nia earns a spot in the Final 4, at least my Final 4. I think we're also going to see Bayley in the Final 4 again. Winner of last year, more than likely going to make a deep run again this year. She always does. Another one I think is Charlotte Flair. They announced that she's going to be in the Royal Rumble on SmackDown this past Friday. Big fucking deal. And I mean that as in a nice way. They made it feel like a big fucking deal. that she's coming back. They didn't just kind of revert back to, I'm Ric Flair's daughter. She's actually doing something a little more with her character, and that's good to see. So hopefully this new invigorated sort of feels like kind of what they initially did with Tiffany Stratton when she came in to NXT. Very much like a, what's the word I'm looking for here? Snobby rich girl kind of feel to the gimmick now for Charlotte in that one promo package. That leaves one final spot, and that spot, of course, is going to go to the women who more than likely just signed a fat contract with the WWE. Of course, I'm talking about Jordynne Grace. I think it'd be stupid not to set her up in a big position when she debuts officially as a member of the WWE roster. And what better way to do that than having her make a deep run in the Royal Rumble all the way to the Final Four with three of the most notable names in the women's division that have been anchoring the women's division for a long time. And of course, out of that Final Four, I have to choose one of them to be the winner. And I believe Charlotte Flair is going to get the win. That is mainly because, it's Charlotte. Come on. It's a safe bet. 2 confidence points on that one. Finally, we have the men's Royal Rumble match, and this one is a lot more harder to predict, not only the Final Four, but the winner than the women's Rumble, in my opinion. And that's just because the men's Rumble this year, more than any other year, is absolutely fucking stacked, my guy. We have Roman Reigns, we have John Cena, we have CM Punk, we have Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn. I think I already said Sami. All these guys. John Cena, I think I said him already. Shinsuke Nakamura. A lot of people in this Rumble, and it's really hard to nail down who the Final Four are going to be, because you could see someone like Sami Zayn start the Rumble and have an Iron Man performance and make it to the Final Four. I don't think that's going to happen, but you could see it. All that being said, I do have my Final Four locked in, and it is as follows. Of course, you have Roman Reigns, the original Tribal Chief, the OTC, the cover of WWE 2K25. He, of course, will be in the Final Four of the Royal Rumble. You then have Drew McIntyre, who is forever and always going to be linked with the Bloodline as the self-proclaimed daddy of the Bloodline. But I more like to call him the Bloodline Hunter, because I think that sounds cooler. And shout out to the Bullet Club Hunters over in New Japan Pro Wrestling. God, I miss you. That leaves 2 spots, and those 2 spots are going to go to CM Punk and John Cena. Come on. It makes the most sense. Now, Drew could be easily replaced with Seth Rollins, or Drew could be replaced with Sami Zayn, or Drew could be replaced with Kevin Owens, Randy Orton. Drew's spot is very much interchangeable. But I think for Roman Reigns, John Cena, and CM Punk, if it is not those 3 as the final 3, then you're doing something wrong. You genuinely are doing something wrong. It has a chance to be the biggest Royal Rumble match ever, maybe, with the amount of star power that shows up in it, just from those 3 guys alone. So that possibility is just too stupid not to capitalize on. That being said, one of these guys has to win, and I think the winner is going to be Phil CM Punk Brooks, the man himself. What happened on Raw as I'm recording this earlier tonight on Raw, we had CM Punk and Cody Rhodes get into a confrontation. It was a little too on the nose, a little too obvious for it being the WrestleMania match, but at the end of the day, it makes the most sense. It's the 2 top guys that are there almost, if not every week, showing up on multiple shows, doing the most media performances and everything like that for the company. It's these 2 guys. It makes the most sense to have them main event Mania together. And who knows, maybe Punk doesn't win, maybe Roman ends up winning, and maybe the deal with Paul Heyman is that Roman will put his match on the line against Punk. Sounds stupid, but I'm sure there would be a way that makes sense. So they do a sort of Wrestle Kingdom thing at WrestleMania. You know, Punk versus Roman night 1, and then the winner faces Cody night 2. Something like that. That being said, I have one confidence point on Punk getting the win. I could see John Cena getting the win and them doing John Cena versus Cody, with Cena possibly losing and not being sure if he'll ever win the 17th world title, and then he inevitably wins it later on at like SummerSlam or something like that. Or I could see them giving Roman the win and having Roman and Cody run it back for a 3rd year in a row. Although I don't think anyone really wants to see that, it's a possibility. Those are my predictions for the Royal Rumble. Let me know what you guys thought about them down in the comments below. Let me know who you want to see win the matches at the Royal Rumble this year. Let me know who you don't want to see win the Royal Rumble matches this year. Me personally, I think someone that should stay like 20 feet away, maybe even more, from the Royal Rumble show this year is Logan Paul. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to stay up to date on all things Nacho Wrestling, and I will see you guys next time.